Hi, welcome to the Carol Butler Show. And of course, my name is Carol Butler. And today we're doing something radically different. It's something I've always wanted to do, and I hope a lot of you will find this interesting. I think so many of us, for such a busy society with all the social media, and I wink wink over that, about how really social media really is, feel lonely, feel that they wished their life had been different in some way. And I'm going to show you a video that I spent quite a bit of time putting together because I think it says it succinctly. I should be doing a podcast instead of you looking at my face all the time because my face is not interesting. I think my words and what I share are. And today, this is all about you and probably 45, 50 years of my life that I'm going to be sharing how to be a better you in a quick amount of time by realizing one or two things. And I'm going to start with the video and I'm going to end right after it and hope that you'll want to tune in again next week I'll tell you what I'm going to do next week after you watch this video. So as usual, being tech person, clicking on the right stuff at the right time, and for many years, I felt like I had continuously reinvented my life, whether it was what all of us would call the unforeseen circumstances in our lives, or because I made a conscious choice I needed to change or to change. Now I realize it was the universe nudging me toward the experiences I needed to have to better understand those which were always on the edge of appearing. A man named Friedrich Nietzsche once wrote, "One must have chaos in oneself in order to give birth to a dancing star." Translated, it says, what is often must disintegrate, so that which is to be created can emerge from within. Stars burst into existence, so did you. Stars burst out of existence, so will we all. We have a creative spark that is meant to burst out of us to enable us to create. You didn't just materialize from thin air. You were an intention with a purpose, no matter what your five senses may be demonstrating now. You are a star meant to dance, and we all do it differently. And you have no idea how much light you bring to the world when you are simply the magnificent you. I haven't been continuously reinventing myself, I've decided. I've been recreating myself inside out. As Dr. Wayne Dyer was fond of pointing out, and I'm paraphrasing, you are not what you do, because do you disappear when you cease doing what you do? We so identify with our titles, our self-descriptions of who we've understood we are, who others told us we were, and letting what we do for a living determine who we are. We are so much more than doers. If you believe you are a spiritual being having a human experience, then you will enjoy what I will be sharing. I wrote a book 8 years ago called Living Inside Out, and I will be using my own words with some of the most cherished spiritual leaders of times past and times present. Why would you care? Let me postulate a couple of things. Is your life all you wanted or thought it would be? We all can write our own life stories and change our directions and experiences. That's the fun of life, that we have that power and freedom, really. I'm a big Ernest Holmes fan. More on that in another show. He wrote, "The greatest thing that has ever come to the world is the recognition that there is a creativeness in the mind of each one that uses an infinite creativeness, and that you can enter this universal goodness and take from it as much as you are ready to receive. When you understand you are a divine being, and what else could you be? Our source is what we are made of, meaning bluebird eggs don't hatch into little whales, cats don't give birth to dogs. We are creators, born from a supreme creator, and surprisingly enough, we are not taught the implications, the sheer possibilities and doors that are open to us. We don't think we have the ability to awaken these gifts, and it's all waiting inside where it's always been. Expect me to connect with those of you who feel that yearning, who have had that longing to tap into what is an infinite knowledge of the universe, whose energy is inside you. We are immersed in infinite good, even as we feel unworthy, have issues with relationships or money, or find ourselves more focused on others' expectations more than our own. We are repeatedly reminded by so many spiritual teachers to act as if you are experiencing now what you want, not act as if you expect them to come one day in the future. Pretend, if you will, that what you desire is present. You bring the best of your longings to life this way. If you can imagine it, you can have it. This is what I've struggled with. The belief that if I imagine it and it doesn't happen, was I simply lying to myself? You will see it, says Dr. Wayne Dyer, when you believe it, not vice versa. He wrote a book about it. In the latter years of his life, he wrote a wonderful book about wishes fulfilled and another about the power of intentions, all stressing this apparently hard to grasp concept that all that you want you can have by believing you already have it. You can train your thoughts. That's right. You have the power over whatever you want to think. I've learned, and others teach, that if you look for good, you find it. If you look for bad, it finds you. Your feelings impact how you choose to look at things. Stir in desire with faith, belief, and relax into the proposition that the universe is always for you, not against you. Being grateful every day for the smallest of pleasures makes you a stronger magnet for more and bigger and better delights. I am creating a course, which part of will be free, so that I get your feedback. I believe we are all given the power, the energy to create whatever we believe in because we are all part of our invisible force and source. Making your intentions a reality will be one of the first things I address. Hope you will follow me as I share a lifetime of truths discovered by mistakes made, which, as it turns out, were not always mistakes. Your thoughts, feelings, your attitude, and your presence are all that you'll be able to explore with me, because your life is part of the same source as everyone you've ever met. We all are able to see and feel from within, not without. What a powerful difference this has made in my own journey as the stardust I've always felt I was, and know you are too. So, I hope that you enjoyed that. I feel so strongly about who we are. And I feel like there's something I've kept with me. You can't read it, it'll be backwards, but it hangs by my bed since probably the 1970s. Yes, I'm that old. Uh, there is only one success: to be able to spend your life in your own way. And sometimes I have not done that. I have done what I thought other people expected of me, and I'm an overachiever, and that's a problem because I expect so much more from myself than anyone could dream of expecting. But I want to share some very important things that I've learned about creativity. Even my email says Carol creates. I am and you are creators. And the only difference in any of us, including me, not living or having what I want is not believing that I should have it, or that I'm worthy enough to have it. You have to change your assumption. Neville Goddard, who wrote the book, The Power of Awareness, always said what is called creativeness is only becoming aware of what already is. Everything that's ever been, there's no new idea on the face of the planet. It's just done differently. Um, Anything that you create already exists. So claim it, call it your own. And you're the only one who can alter the way your ship is sailing. You do have control of that. I won't name names, but we've always heard, look at the young woman with the great attitude who was just recently attacked by a shark. She said, I'm still me. These are just parts and pieces, and I will recover. And who I am has not changed. So our five senses don't control in body parts who we are, because truly we are spiritual beings having a human experience. And you're the only one that can change your level of consciousness, just like me. I'm not preaching at you. I'm saying the same thing to me. I am. And when you say I am anything, be very careful what you say, because that comes true. And I will say I am extraordinarily creative. I care very deeply. That has always been true. I've always believed also, if it is to be, it's up to me. That I said that throughout my entire sales career. But it's time for me to change my wings, not to become a totally different person, but to change my awareness about where I want to be now and what I want to do. And assume it's already here, because creation, everything's already finished. There's no force that you need to exercise or no force is necessary to seek who you are. It's already there. That is the secret. That is what, I kept thinking, every single spiritual leader, every one of them said it differently, from Ernest Holmes to Dr. Wayne Dyer, just to name two. And it's in the Tao, it's in every religious book ever, that it's already there. We keep looking outside of ourselves for who we are, but you need to look inside. And I'm going to share this. And do you know what it is to expect something good? You're going to get it. If you expect something good, if you expect to meet the perfect person, who is everything you've ever wanted, you will meet. You just have to have that added element of belief, of faith that it will happen and that it's already happened. Not that it's something coming, it's something that's already there now. And you know how that is when you're trying to find a parking place. Oh, I'll never find a good one, or I'll never get one. Well, guess what? You'll never find a good one, and you'll never get one, because that is your belief, that is your assumption. So I'm here to tell you, I'm changing my assumptions about what I want from my life. And one of them is the assumption that I am not able to share what I've spent 45 years studying, and it's all over the place. And I realize the current behind all of it is believing that what you want is already here, and just expect it now, not tomorrow, not one day my ship will come in. It's there now. Claim it, assume it. So tune in next week if you want to learn more about the subject matter. And I wish you would, as I always do, ask me questions you'd like me to cover. I'm as much an expert as you are in that subject matter. But I enjoy looking into it and stretching my intelligence and consciousness and looking at something differently, because that's the only way that you learn. And my challenge to you is to stick with me a couple of weeks and see if your life doesn't improve as long as you watch and I share what I'm going to share with you. So thank you for joining me today. This has been Carol Butler on The Carol Butler Show. And next week it will be bigger and brighter and exciting. And I'm saving the entire subject matter until next week. And as always, short, to the point. And thank you again for showing up.